And we're Paul McCoy. Episode 2 of my timber pond repair. So today I'll put the first coat on the timber and then I'll repair all the holes and then put the second coat on. It should be done. Fish are all doing well in the background there. So they're not feeding every day, but every second day I'm giving them some wheat germ. But they're always active. Coming to the window. Once the heavy rain stops, I'll take the net off then. They're all doing great down there. Always hungry for food. In the winter season, when the water gets below 14, 13 degrees, I usually only feed them once every couple of days. But if the water warms up over 15, then I'll feed them 2 or 3 times a day with the wheat germ, just small amounts, just to keep them moving around, getting some food into them. But yeah, just an update on those. I'm going to paint this today. The timber's dried out quite well now, so I'm going to get a coat of paint on there. So I'm just painting this the same colour as the house. So same colour. Put a couple of coats of paint on here. So the first coat, I just water down by 10%. This is just an exterior weather shield, Dulux weather shield. But if you water the first coat down, it soaks in better. And a bit of adhesive sticks to the timber better. So always water the first coat down. Goes on a lot easier as well. Yeah, it won't take too long this way. So I'll do this now all the way around, put the first coat on and then leave it overnight. And I'll get the second coat on then. The second coat I'll put on full strength, so I won't water it down by 10%. I'll just put it on full strength. That side didn't take long, probably about 5 minutes. I'll do the front now, tidy it all up, same again. Just a quick coat on there. The second coat then, I'll put it on with a roller. But just the first coat, I want to really get it into the grain so it really seals it, and hence the reason why I've thinned it down by 10%, the paint, just so it really gets into the grain of the timber. If you put it on neat, it just sits on the surface and it doesn't adhere to the timber. But if you water it down, 10% first coat, it works exactly the same as an undercoat, regardless of what people tell you. So I'll do this now till I finish all this side front panel as well. That's one coat now on the side here and the front here. So we'll let that dry now. We'll do the top now and then all the door around the side. But as you can see, I've also put on there a magnet catch as well. Just a small magnet door catch on there, so at least then just closes nice and easy. So I'll put another coat on there now. Starting to take shape now. Just finished painting this door here. That's all finished now. Well, one coat should I say. I'll paint the side now. I'll paint the lid, the rest of the top capping, and that'll be the first coat all completed. So it's the same colour as the house, so at least it blends in better now. Just paint the lid, get a coat on here. slap it on. It's only the first coat. I'll then put the second coat on with the roller. Doesn't take long. Like I said, if you water the first coat down, it goes on pretty easy. Don't try to put it on thick, just one coat. Apply a few coats, but just thin it down so it spreads out evenly. Yeah, if you try and put it on with one coat, any type of paint, you're just causing more dramas. This is just a Dulux Weather Shield exterior semi-gloss. That's it. Literally took me a minute to do one coat on there. First coat is all completed now. On the timber pond, on the lid. So all I'll do now is I'll fill all these holes here. I'll fill all the holes with some carbog, some plastic bond filler. Yeah, just to fill all these messy holes here. On the side is also as well. These ones down here. This is recycled timber. So I've just recycled this from the old pond. But once I get the second coat of paint on here, fill all the holes and the gaps, should be pretty good. It's a great day today, fantastic day, about 21 degrees. So the sun's out, it's a beautiful day. So I thought I'd make the most of it. So this is what I will be using to fill all those holes. Turbo Builder's Bog. Sets rock hard as well, then you can sand it down and then paint it as well. It's for dents, holes, cracks, fixes most replace rotten timber. It's what they use on building material. You can use it on boats as well. With this stuff here, you just mix part A with part B. It lasts for about 10 minutes before it goes hard, so you need to mix the correct consistency, otherwise it just goes off too quick. If I just mix it on a board, get off the spoon handle yet, just mix it on the board. Like I said, it goes off within 10 minutes once you mix the hardener, which is what I'm doing now. I'll just put a slither on there. And it all depends how much hardener you put with it, depending on how long it takes to dry. Mix it all up. Goes like a pinky colour. Ready to use. So last few holes now, just on top of the board, and then they're all filled then. Bit of a stretch, but no problem. So last few holes, and then all the holes are filled. Let them dry for a few hours, and then I'll touch it with the paint and then put the final coat on. But yeah, once this dries, I'll give it a light rub down just where I filled it. That's all the holes filled up now. No more holes. So no more holes now. They're all filled, which is good. all the holes tidied up now. Once that's all dried now, I'll rub all the filler down. Shouldn't take long. I have flushed the filler, so just give it a bit of a rub down and then touch up and then final coat. I think they're a little bit hungry. Yeah. Here's some wheat germ. I'm not giving them too much. It's nice today, so I'll give them a couple more feeds today, probably 2-3 times today. Just light feeds, just to keep the metabolism going. Is wheat germ, and it is the winter, but it's quite warm today, so give them a special treat today. A bit more food. It's all dry now, so I'll just use my trusty hand grinder and just sand the tops. Just a light sand. That's basically what I'll do. Just take the surface off and then I'll touch up later. That's all rubbed down now, all the little spots rubbed down. What I do is just rub it down, take the edge off. There's a couple of spots at the front here which I'll probably have to retouch up later. It's just where the sap comes through the timber on the knots. It's like a sticky residue. So once that dries, I'll then put a shellac spray over that bit there. The rest now is all rubbed down, all sanded down, ready for a bit of a touch up. That's all the filler touched up now. Once that dries now, I'll put the final coat on, and I'll put the final coat on with the roller. Apply it a lot thicker. Looks a lot tidier now. Now all the holes are filled. So with the front, it's pretty easy. Just roll and tray. Keep it nice and even. This way then it applies it a lot thicker. As you can see, I've done this before. There's no runs on the floor, no drips. Just keep it nice and even and just keep rolling that out. Right to the bottom. I've already cut in the top along here, just where the roller can't reach. So it's always a good idea to put the second coat on with the roller. Makes it nice and thick and applies it a lot more even, and also gives a bit of a speckled effect, stippled effect, should I say, so you can't see the brush strokes as much, especially on flush timber like this, on dressed pine timber where it's quite smooth. So doing it this way adds a bit of stippled effect, so hide some of the imperfections in the timber. But it's taken me, well, not even a minute to do that side, and that's it done. All finished now. Let it dry now. Give some of the babies a feed as well, see if they're hungry today. Well, I've been eating once a day maybe. They're not very active in here. These are the Deutsch leather show from last year. Not very active. Let's see if they come up with a bit of food. Yeah, they're coming up for a little bit of food, but like I said, not very active. The Deutsch shower slowly coming up to feed. Well, they're not active as much, this pond here. So maybe the other pond's a bit warmer than this one. But they are still eating. One small amount a day. That's probably the biggest one there. Let's have a look at the kinky Utsuri from last year. The metallics as well. See what they're like, eh? Some of them are coming on quite nice. That one there, that other one at the top there, they're coming on quite nice, some of them. I'll throw some food in and see if they'll come up. They might do. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Some of the old ones there come up to eat. Starting to come up now slowly. Some of the Ginshiros, some of the Yamabukis, the Kohaku. Yeah, they're looking quite nice there, some of them. Coming on quite nice. Also the sumi start to come out as well on the kinky Utsuri, which I'm happy with. Just see how they go over the next few months. And I'll decide next breeding season, which will be on about October, which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to get rid of. But good to see how they go. But they're coming on pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with them. They're eating a little bit more. So maybe this pond's a bit warmer. Not quite sure. But some of the kinky Utsuris I'm very happy with. Even some of the whites on the Ginshiro. Just need that sumi to come out a little bit more. But they're looking pretty good. The Kohaku down there from the Deutsch leather as well. Also a Ginrin Asagi. Stainless steel hooks on here, and I'm going to hook the net over the top. So it'll end up like this, then I'll cut all the excess off. So once I pull all these tight here, it'll be a nice secure net over the top. It's been run overnight now, getting the water circulating pretty good. Lid's back on. Well, rubbish out of the way. Aussie the owl in place. It's looking good now, nice and tidy. It's a beautiful day today. 21 degrees, sensational. You're probably all thinking, this is a stupid question, but why didn't I do it before I topped it up with water? A little bit easier than messing around reaching over the top. But my answer to that is I wanted to make sure it wasn't leaking first, and I didn't feel like wasting 3,000 litres of water by filling it up and emptying it again. So hence the reason why I would rather struggle a little bit just reaching over the pond than wasting 3,000 litres of water. And it's not too hard. Nothing's easy these days. But that's good now. I'll just keep working along now. Poking these holes in using these 304 stainless steel hooks that I bought off Amazon, dirt cheap. Stop them from rusting. So yeah, all I do is just poke a hole with a screwdriver and then screw in. Definitely gives the thumbs a workout, because I have done quite a few of these. There's probably four on the ends, then probably 6 on this side here. But yeah, just screw me nice and tight, like so. And then it's just a case of hooking on top of there. So I just work my way across all the hooks. So there's 5 on that side, 5 on the other side. So what I'll do now is I'll cut all the way around now. I'll cut the length, make it nice and tidy. Then I'll fold the end over and put a hem on the end, just with a bit of twine, just to keep it nice and neat and tidy. So I'll just cut along all the way along here now. Straight as possible. At least that way then I can just turn it over and put a hem on the edge and some twine. I'll just then feed some twine through the end. So I'll carry on cutting this now, both sides and this end. So the hem cut now, all the way around. So I've trimmed all the excess off. I'm going to turn this end over, and I'm going to use this hemming rope, and I'm going to feed it through all around the edges just to here. This side's okay, all this side here, and all down this side as well, and the end there. Then this will keep it nice and tight together, make it look nice and tidy. So I use this rope here, it's a 3mm, just a binding rope. That's all the net fixed now. So I've used that twine through the end here. Looks nice and tight now, nice and neat. So at least then I can just take it on and off quite easy. But yeah, that finishes it off now, nice and neat, a bit like a trampoline. And then just tied it each end. Tied it that end and tied it that end over there. But at least now it's looking good. Don't forget to like and subscribe, help build the channel. Any questions, drop us a comment. Until the next one. Pretty happy how the timber pond turned out. So next week I'm going to be taking maybe a few of the fry out of here from last year, and I'll pop them into the timber pond just to get the bacteria started. I might even take some from my other fry pond as well. Some of the doits from last year. Bit murky today. I've put some clay in there, just a couple of handfuls of clay, just to get rid of all the particles and add a few minerals to the water. So it's gone a bit murky today. Other than that, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy now, slowly getting on top of the projects. I've also noticed this one may be leaking as well. You always get these problems over the years. I have had this pond now about 20 odd years. I have refurbished it over the years, but it looks like it's starting to get a bit of a leak there. So I might have to have a look into that. But other than that, yeah, everything else is looking good. Once I get the fence finished, one of the contractors let me down, so I need to get another contractor in just to get the fence finished. Tidy all the mess up. Until the next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, Mancoy, stay safe out there. It's a crazy world. Over and out.